Oh, the damage to the Vandal was pretty minimal. Like I say, the power, hot and ground. All I have to do is solder this back onto the end of those two wires, and we're back to picking up electricity. So that won't take but a second. Nothing seemed to be hurt back here. This is all still on the wing with hot glue. All still in good shape. One of the pins that held it on the RC broke off and is still laying out in the yard someplace with the little pin to hold it on. The other one actually broke off of the Vandal itself and stayed on the wing. As you can see, it's still right here, snapped in. Maybe this little piece of tie wrap, zip tie that was doing some strain relief on the wire kept that on there. Let me get a pair of dikes real quick. We'll snip that little zip tie. Oops. Well, trying to snip it without hurting anything else. There we go. So there's the little zip tie off. The camera just came loose from the surface of the wing because it's so smooth. So you see there's the one part for holding the wing on. I can still pull the clip out of it. Set the clip aside, and there we have the little stud that holds the wing on. It's as big and substantial as they are. So I don't think this car is going to do real good. Now then, as far as the repair to the frame for this, let's see here. Ouch. This is the side where it broke off completely, you can see, and stayed in the wing itself with the clip. This side you can see sheared off here below the wing, and of course the clip, and the rest of this disappeared in the grass someplace. Now then, what I did notice is, you see right here's a hex screw, right here's a hex screw. These little pieces right here come off to be replaced. This one right here on this side, and this one over here on this side do come off to as replaceable units. I think they were $1.60 something. Let's look at that real quick. So if you come on to the Hobby King website and scroll down through Vandal parts, evidently the Vandal is not sold anymore. You can find these parts right here. Wing holder, Quantum Vandal 4-wheel drive racing buggy. And there they are. There's the little studs where the pin goes in, and there's the holes where the hex screws go through, and it's $1.36 to fix this problem. There's only one little problem. Out of stock. No ETA. You can do an alert me, but there's none on the planet to be had. So I did do some checking around, and on eBay I did find the rear shock tower and the wing bracket set from a place in Britain, I believe this is. And if you look right here, let me enlarge that. If you look right here, here's the whole rear wing holder assembly, including the two parts that I should be able to get for $1.36 for both of them, a total of $1.36 shipping if I have to pay it. There's the two parts I need. So I did order them from this place in Great Britain. It was 5.99 Great Britain pounds, whatever. I'm not sure what's going on since they broke from the European Union. About $8.37 US. I think with shipping it ended up costing me as much as that for the shipping. It was about 16 bucks for this repair. Should be $1.36. So these should be arriving this coming week, first week in March, and we'll repair the Vandal. So as you can see here, if you take out these two hex screws, then this whole mounting assembly for the wing right here comes off. Right there's where those screws go in. Got some pins down here too. So that whole assembly comes off right there. So that's what I'm actually ordered from Great Britain, so I can get the two little pieces right here that I need. I'll probably just take these two pieces off of that part when it arrives, and then screw them back on this one and mount the wing back, and the thing will be 100% just like when it came in the door. Well, maybe a few scratches. So then we have our wing part. I'm going to clean this up with a little isopropyl alcohol. Like I say, the camera came off and you can feel this. This is as smooth as a newborn baby's butt. And of course, this part of the plastic is just as smooth as it can be too. Thought about drilling some small holes right in here so part of that hot glue could run through it and get a little better purchase grip on the wing for the hot glue, but we'll see. There's nothing really needs to be done there except really, wow, look at that. If you kind of push it down real hard on the surface, it almost locks back down. It sticks a little bit. Anyway, I'll decide if I'm going to put holes in that or not later. So just cleaned it up with a paper towel and some isopropyl alcohol and put this power lead back on and test it. That's all that needs to be done now until the part comes from Great Britain, and we'll put the part on. So I cleaned it up. I put a power lead back on it, some shrink tubing on my soldering job. None of this was harmed in any way. I did drill a few holes in the plastic right here, underneath here, and when I put some hot glue on it this side to glue the camera down, I also put some on this side so it would kind of hopefully bond through them holes and hold it on a little better. It's not that big a deal. It's really easy to put back on if it pops off. Not that big a deal at all. And then I will again do something with a little cable relief here, probably again on one of the clips in the back. So there's the whole thing back together as if nothing had ever happened. Let's take the lens cap off. Let's plug it in. And if everything worked right, we now have transmitted video again. Yes, there we are. There's transmitted video out of the Vandal camera on the wing again. All I have to do is get the parts from Britain, put them on, put this on top, 2 little clamps, and done. We have exciting times today. Look, Royal Mail, international priority with a customs declaration on the back. This must be the Vandal parts from Britain. Let's see. Okay. There's the 2 bad parts right there. This is actually for a Vantage, not a Vandal. But of course, you know how that is. A lot of these parts are just duplicated. Look. Look. It's one of the 2 parts I need. The screws are already in it. And there's the other one. So all these other parts, this is a shock tower, another shock tower. This is some of the wing assembly. I was talking that I could remove from the, oh well, anyway. So there is the 2 little parts I need. So I couldn't get just the 2 little pieces for $1.36. Dang it. I had to buy this whole shock tower and wing bracket kit, which again, you can see it's got a declared value of $5.99. So I guess I paid more for shipping than the parts, because it was like 16 bucks total. Probably shouldn't say too much. I get myself upset, because they should have spare parts. So now, seeing those 2 parts have screws on them, I can back these 2 screws right out of here. I just put them back where they were so I wouldn't lose them. And these seem to be just M3 screws. Now then, which one goes here? This one. So we'll just line him up here. Oops. And screw him in. Guess I could have done this off camera. Some things I do on camera, some things I do off. You never can tell. Same thing on the other side. Well, I should have some background music or something. Oops. Come on. And that's it. Now, basically, now, completely. The two studs are there to clip on. There, get down there. Clip on the wing again. Get in there. There you go. One little clamp. Well, I think I got some hot glue in a place that I shouldn't have. Well, looks like these posts are just a little bit shorter. Okay, what is my biggest problem here? Ah, I see. That one is not tightened down exactly right. There we go. So there's both clips back in. The wing is back on. And I guess I'll tie wrap. I think I'll tie wrap it to that one this time right there for a little cable control. But there you go. The Vandal is repaired back to basically just exactly like it came from the factory. New rule on the Vandal: don't try to drive it fast enough to turn it over. Okay, well, that really does actually put the Vandal back 100% with a video camera on it. I think the video camera may be pointing down a little more than it was, but we'll see when we get it in the field and test it. Okay, on to the next episode. Thank you so much.